This is author Nancy Hart of the Divine Whispers series. The first book is Whispers, Sinners and Saints. The second is Whispers, Shadows and Saints. And the third will be coming out in June of 2026. The Whispers is really the main character, an all omniscient, my guardian angel, or I don't exactly know what it is. It could, some people might call him God. I don't know. I just know that he was and he is still with me and helps me in the worst of times. So I was 5 months old when he connected with me in such a way that I really knew that I was not alone anymore. But the thing is, I already had connections with him before I was born. And I remember being in a place where there was everybody was leaving and there was just sparks, and we had a communication, and I was telling him I wanted to get out of wherever it was. It was just nothing to do, and the nothing to do made my brain hungry for knowledge and to do something. And he did tell me that I was going to have a very hard life. He had gone back and forth between the consults, the consoles, the others. I didn't exactly understand the word he was using at the time, but it wasn't just up to him. He was more like a messenger that would just be by my side. He made sure I knew that he would be by my side. Well, anyway, I got down here, and the first time, my first recollection was being 5 months old. I was highly neglected by my mother. I was 2 days, I was in extreme pain. I had broken this pinky. My mother picked me up in a weave basket, and my finger was inside of the weave of the basket. And she was working at a bakery, and in the back is where she stuck me in the bathroom in a basket. And I had already outgrown that basket at that time because I was kind of bigger than most people. Anyway, so when I was 5 months old and going to the moment that I had connected, I had gone out of my body. I think I might, if I look back, it could be that I was, passing on, because I remember just crying. I mean, I had no sustenance. The only sustenance I had was when my tear fell, and I could catch it with my tongue, and I felt that it was salty. My eye was shut from crying so much. I remember one of my eyes was shut from crying so much. It was crusty. And I was giving my last chance of calling out for somebody to come and save me as a baby, because I was in so much pain, even though I hadn't put it together for a while that actually thrashing my body around would hurt my pinky even more, which then radiated throughout my whole body. So I gave it my one last shot, and I rose out of my body, and I'm looking down, and I see a red blob. That's all I could think of myself as, is a red blob, red hot blob with a big mouth, crying as hard and thrashing its body around and sloshing around in its excrement, screaming for some help. And then I heard whispers in my right ear, and it said, because I had said, "What on earth is that? Like, I've never seen anything like that. Like, what is that?" And I'm looking at myself. I didn't know it was myself. And when he said, "That's you," I snapped back into my body, and I was like, wait a second. Someone answered me. Who answered me? And I said, "This is a familiar voice. I've been speaking with you. We've already been like in contact." But I didn't want him. I wanted my mother. I said, "I don't want you, I want my mother." And he said, "Why?" And I said, "Because I want to be held." And he said, "Why?" I said, "Because I don't like feeling alone." And he said, "Well, you're not alone as long as you connect to yourself. You have me, because I'm always there." And that stuck with me, and it still sticks with me, and it's still true for me today, that I really am very a self-dependent woman, because I think that deep down I've connected to whatever this higher power source is, that if I need a real answer of why things happened and what can I do for myself to rely on myself? How can I make things better? He does give me these very wisdomous answers that I've received all throughout my life, way beyond my ability as just a human, especially as a child. And he's even helped me predict when, people are going to die, which some people are so scared of. But I think it's, when I ask him, why do I have that? He says, well, that's because that'll help you not be so shocked. And it's good to know these things. And if I tell you, it's so that if they're open to it, you will help them not be in shock for when somebody that they love is dying and so on. Well, keep posted. I'll keep you abreast as to what else is up with Whispers, Sinners, and Saints and Whispers, Shadows, and Saints. And I really love doing this. And I hope you have a fantastic day. And remember, let the light above you, like in this picture, shine through you, and may your smile show your inner glow.